Good morning students. Today we are going to start the first chapter of our ninth class, that is Matter in Our Surrounding. First of all, you all might be knowing about the word matter. What do you mean by the matter? The matter is the thing which occupies space and has mass. The thing which occupies space and has mass. Can you tell me some of the examples which are known as a matter? The things, everything around us are made up of matter only. Have you seen this chalk? This is made up of matter. Blackboard made up of matter. Books made up of matter. Chair, table which we are using for the study is made up of matter. Even during the respiration, the air which we are using, that oxygen, hydrogen, everything made up of matter. Food we are eating, the things we are using for the transportation, each and every tiny and minute things around us are made up of matter. Even the body, our body is also made up of matter. You know that our ancient philosophers, and you might be heard from your grandparents also, they are talking about the Panchatattva. Okay? But when the generation becomes modernized, so our modern scientist gives us the matter into two forms. One form is physical property and another one is a chemical property. The modern scientists divided the matter as per the physical property. It's in solid, liquid and gases. And in chemical properties, it's divided as elements, compounds and mixture. But in this chapter, we are going to study only the physical properties of matter, which are solid, liquid and gases. You know that the matter is made up by the particle, tiny particle. How does it possible? You know that the one raindrop, the single raindrop is also made up with the water particles, which is 10 raised to the 21. Means the one raindrop, if you see, it is made up by the 10 raised to the 21 particles of water are present in it. And you know the evidence of existence of the particles. There are one motion which we are going to study, that is Brownian motion. This is the one kind of Brownian motion. There was one scientist whose name was Robert Brown. He discovered this Brownian motion in the year of 1827. He found that the particles are present in every matter. Due to the particle only the matter is available. Okay? And you know that the matter are present only due to the atom and molecules. Atoms are there, that's why the molecules are formed. Molecules are formed, that's why the matter is formed. The process comes by one. But the particles, which are very minute, you can't see with your naked eyes. Even though if you use the high scale of microscope also, you can't see all these things. So to understand the term particle, this Brownian motion is helpful to us. He just given the three simple experiments which basis on which we can understand that yes, the thing is happening, The process is going on. Why so? Because there is a presence of particle. First is solid, dissolving of solid in a liquid. Dissolving of solid in a liquid. Second one is mixing of two gases. Mixing of two gases. And third one is movement of pollen grains. Now we are going to study how the dissolving of solid into liquid takes place, and based on this how we are going to understand that particles are present in it. There are one experiment they have give you which is very simple. You can do it at your home also, but along with it you have to prepare the notes for this topic also. For this simple experiment, there are two things we have to use. One is potassium permanganate and water. Have you saw the beaker in the laboratory? There is a one kind of beaker. Use the beaker, put some. See, if you use this, consider that this is a potassium permanganate. Its molecular formula is KMnO4, and add the water in it. At least 100 ml of water you have to add in it. Water is present there. You will see that in a first stage that potassium permanganate is placed in a beaker and water is there. In a second stage, you will see that there is little bit water the molecules are started to scatter in the space of the water. There are many space in the water molecules, and where the space is available for the KMnO4 molecule, potassium permanganate molecule, they start to mixing along with it. And after some time, you will see that the fully potassium permanganate is completely dissolved along with the water. And this happens without stirring the water. मतलब इस पानी को तुम्हें घोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, वो पानी अपने आप इस पानी में पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट अपने आप मिल जाएगा, और at the last you will see that the color of the water become purple. Actually the color of this potassium permanganate is purple. So at the end when you see the beaker starting, the colorless water become the colorful and its color is purple. This experiment shows that the water is also made up of the tiny particles and potassium permanganate is also made up of tiny particles. At this second stage, what happened? The particles which are present in a potassium permanganate, they start just separating from each other, and easily where are the spaces are empty, they start going and settle down there, and at the end you saw that the water becomes purple. One of the simple thing also I will tell you, you take the Dettol at home and in a one glass or in a one mug, you see that pour the 10 ml of Dettol and use the 90 ml of water in it. After that, take out again 10 ml of water from that same beaker. Again you add the 90 ml of water. This step you repeat it 2 to 3 times, and you will see that at the end of the beaker also, you will get some of the water is also presence of Dettol in it. It means that how the particle is tiny it is beyond our imagination. We can't understand the size of the particle at present. So have you understood this dissolving of solid in a liquid?